Hello, air signs. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for Libra, Taurus. What? No, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. I am going to just get straight into it. Let's see what's going on for you guys in the week ahead. For those who are worried that the videos are always going to be like this, they're not. I'm just mixing things up a little bit. It helps me personally. So yeah, let's see. Let's see what's going on for you guys for this week for air signs. And one more. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is very interesting. I am going to pull some of the tarot cards out for you just to clarify the things that are going on here. But what it seems like, and I will show you, I think things are going good, and I like the first two cards that we have coming out. It speaks of happiness, it speaks of elevating, it speaks of going to the next level. But there is just this, like, I don't know if it's just your emotions or whether you do have this deep subconscious stuff going on that needs addressing this week. Because air signs, there is this, I'm hearing fear of vulnerability. And that could be what it is. Maybe you guys are scared of rejection, scared of abandonment, and that's what's stopping you from really enjoying the good things that are coming through around you. Because I kind of sense that this is, I'll show you, just because, so we have some amazing things. First two cards is happy, happy, and imagine. This is all about rising up, elevating, feeling really happy about what's to come. You know, the happy, happy card came out for earth signs too. So on a collective level, it's just good things. And you'll feel very happy and supported is what I'm hearing as well. But then we have this influence coming through with deep knowing and orphaned. All right, so deep knowing, of course, it could just be an intuitive feeling, so just pay attention to that if that's the case. But usually this is my card of like, there is something that we know we need to do, it's just that we need to take action on it now. But I am, and we'll see in the cards what they're saying to clarify it a bit more. But this orphaned energy could just be a subconscious belief, and the deep knowing can just be a need to kind of come away from that instead of that being your, I will say, comfort zone. No one is comfortable feeling like they're going to be abandoned, but it's better than getting your hopes up and then being let down again and then feeling like I knew I was, I knew this would happen this way. Who am I to think it wouldn't, and that kind of trail of thinking. So that's why people stay in like these kinds of mindsets, and why we all do it from time to time is because the fear of vulnerability is there. A fear of, kind of getting your hopes up and being let down again, and that's what could be coming through within this week. So anyway, I am feeling a little bit of like anxiety coming through for you guys, or there is just this, I'm tapping my feet a lot like in your reading, and I don't know if that resonates with any of you guys. All right, so let's see, clarify what this energy is. So some of you may have had like your foundation shaken up. Like, this is what I'm sensing. This could be matters of, if it's your foundation, then it's finances, it's your work life, maybe it could be your close personal relationships, it could be your home situation. Just because we have the Queen of Pentacles, of course you could be dealing with an earth sign, or this could just be you at the moment. But Queen of Pentacles came out with the Ten of Swords, so an ending, Tower card. All right, so again, a sudden, unexpected shift, and it could be an ending separation with somebody. And then we have this Eight of Swords. So some of you could be really feeling quite trapped because of a situation that was outside of your control, shook up your foundation. Now, with happy, happy, and imagine, things are getting better, which is incredible to see. But let's just see what this is about. Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles for the air signs, please, Spirit. Six of Pentacles. So I feel like this is the current energy that you're working on, is that you're really focusing on, hear noise around me. The word karma is coming through, as in you're focusing on what you're putting out there. I think you are doing more things that might be seen as charitable. Maybe you're doing more charity. Maybe you are, giving back to the universe, giving back to yourself, whatever it is. You could actually also be, I'm kind of seeing you're evening things out. That's what it seems to be coming through. So you are kind of adjusting and fixing things, like you're dealing with things, which I like, especially financially. I think that things are going to be looking up for you. Some of you could actually be coming across more money than you have made before. Like there is an energy of increasing your finances in that way because of the work that you're putting out. Six of Pentacles also reminds me of like your daily routine. So you could be just becoming more stable and solid in your routines that you have going on. Okay, so let's see what this Ten of Swords, Tower, and Eight of Swords is about. Because something that has ended, or some major event that happened in your life, maybe recently, is leaving you quite stuck in your head to just fear the worst of situations. Because that's what the Eight of Swords is about, as you can see. Now, I do believe that this is only happening because you've been through some crap, air signs. So, but as you can see with the Eight of Swords, she believes she is trapped. So she acts as if she is, when in reality, that's just her reflection. It's doing some inner stuff that, you know, can, to unravel yourself from whatever is tying you up. All right, what was this situation, just so I can tell? King of Wands could have been with a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. We have the Fool card. All right, it could have been some, you know, Ten of Swords, a Tower card, Eight of Swords. So what may have caused this may have been someone's very childish behaviors. This could have, again, be a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. This is very, like, going off on a whim. Like, somebody was either very unserious, was very, like, no attachments to anything, non-committal. Somebody may have just acted very foolish with the Fool card. All right, somebody may have just gone on their own new beginning and ambitions, and maybe you felt left behind. Maybe that's what caused the disconnect and ending. King of Wands does have a reputation, so some of you may have been in a situation where somebody was, maybe there was a third party, or somebody just wasn't serious enough. Wasn't down for the commitment. So I'm asking about this Eight of Swords. So what you're feeling quite stuck about is some confusion in regards to what it is that you're building. So maybe you guys are going into like new relationships or new work, new friendships. With the Three of Pentacles, it's about building a plan, building foundations, building a structure of something to be filled in later on. But the Seven of Cups is like, especially with the Eight of Swords, the fear of the unknown is really getting you. The fear of not having it all put together right now is really getting to you, because Seven of Cups is all about kind of illusions, confusion. It's like things are kind of up in the air. Having to make a choice. Maybe you're feeling quite untrustworthy of yourself to make a choice. Maybe you are going into a really good creative project yourself and coming outside your comfort zone. And that could be what the Ten of Swords and the Tower card is. You're putting an end to something that needed to be put an end to, even if it's a part of ourselves. And now you're starting to believe in yourself and do the things that you want to do. But there is still this fear lingering of, am I going to do it right? Am I going to do it properly? Is this the right thing for me? Or is it just we're going to fall down again? You know, there is a fear of getting your hopes up here. But I am seeing it as just a fear. This is not the reality. So just make sure you understand that this is a very big new beginning. And I think deep down you do know that. But there is this subconscious belief that's kind of screaming above that here with this orphaned energy and deep knowing. But you do have protection here. We have this owl. You've gained a lot of wisdom. Even if something didn't happen the way that you wanted it to, you have the wisdom to resolve it the way that it might need to be this time round, you know? All right, what are the blockages, please, for the air signs? Okay, because things might be slower moving, that could be a problem with it. Some of you may have had some financial difficulty recently, and this is something that you are working to improve on. Maybe you're having to put money into certain situations that, you know, maybe you're having to save a bit. This could be a bit of a blockage. So because the Knight of Pentacles is good, it represents progress, but the Five of Pentacles here is making you feel at a lack, whether it's because, again, you're having to put money aside, and this is making you feel like you don't have the luxury on spending it on certain things that you feel like you need, or whether it is because you're having to put money away into certain things, and that could be a bit of a blockage for you guys within this week. If it's not financially, it could even just be in terms of your energy. Maybe like there is just this feeling of, am I doing good enough? So just pay attention. Sorry, I got scared by the door. But anyways, what I was saying for you guys is that it seems like there might be a little bit of a negative mindset when it comes down to the progress that you're making, and still feeling like it's not good enough, that you don't have enough. and that things are not going to work out. But as you can see with the Five of Pentacles, there is a key there. And it's just about understanding that you are completely able to achieve the things that you want to achieve and open that door. You just have to get up and do it. And again, we are probably doing it, but it's just you have to make sure you're not being in that mindset of this orphaned energy. Because if you're manifesting things and if you're trying to bring new things into your life and be on this, what it feels like is what you want to be on, this high level of consciousness and manifestation and just loving your life practically. This mindset is kind of pulling you back to a place you've already been in, don't want to be there again. Does that make sense? So this is what's going on. You are making progress. I feel like I have to tell you that even though things seem a little bit difficult right now and that, you're having to do certain things you might not really like doing, it is all tallying up with that Knight of Pentacles. All right. So that being a blockage, is there anything else we have to know for this week? Nine of Cups. Look at you being set free. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, by the way, guys. So this kind of feels like it's a treasure chest here, and it feels like if you've been putting things away, or if you've been retaining your energy, or whatever it might be for you guys, air signs, the Nine of Cups is complete wish fulfillment, breaking free from what felt, with that little treasure. I feel like you're leaping out of this too, along with everything amazing. So looks like great things are coming. And actually, this is probably what this energy is about here as well, is that you're finally reaching a level that you want to be in. You're finally getting to the other side, starting a new chapter with that Imagine card, thinking bigger. And this happy energies is not only feeling happy within yourself now, but it's about in the future as well. You know that good things are coming and that good things are going to be brought to your life. So that's what's coming through here for you guys. Let's just clarify this deep knowing. Deep knowing is the Four of Swords. So you are healing the things that need to be healed. For a lot of you, this could be inner child stuff. As you can see here, being in this nest, making sure that you do take some time out, heal your heart space, air signs. Because this is where the new beginning is. This is what you know is on its way to you. That a new cycle is coming. Because you're doing the work, so it only makes sense. All right, this orphaned energy. We have Justice, so Libran energy here, the Seven of Cups. I kind of feel like there is a choice, and we can't choose what people do to us. We can choose how we grow from it, move from it, and that's up to us. Yeah, the rest isn't really up to us. We can place boundaries, we can prevent certain types of people being in our life, but really, ultimately, we can't really control the external. Past a certain degree. So this Justice card, especially paired with the Seven of Cups, kind of comes in as a bit of like a choice. Choose your battles, air signs. Make sure that we're not giving to things that we know are bad for us, because this is clarifying the orphaned energy. If anyone's giving you mixed signals, we're also going to stay away from that, because that's only triggering the same orphaned energy. Like anything that's triggering this past self, even if it's not to do with love or people, and it's just part of yourself that wanted to get away from, I always use this, but social media is about not going back to what's triggering you to feel like crap, basically, whatever it might be. So the Justice is kind of like a choice, weighing things up, making decisions. And as you can see, this is quite interesting, because good thing is it's in the upright, because you're making the right decisions moving forward. And the orphaned energy also has the Moon, which I was picking up on that just because of that deep knowing. Just your emotions are kind of playing with you a little bit here. They need addressing, they need healing, they need comfort. Sometimes a good thing to do, actually, a good thing to do if you are feeling like your emotions are trying to drag you under, is to kind of speak yourself through it. There is one part of you that's going through all these this self-talk about I'm not good enough, things are always going to go wrong. There's one voice doing that, and because we're observing that, we are capable of speaking to that mindset, to that voice. All right, so it's about kind of controlling your emotions, staying above it, which ironically the King of Cups is now on the bottom of the deck, and he does just that. He's able to use his emotions to his advantage, to be able to enjoy happiness and to understand any sadness that comes up and how to stay afloat. All right, anything else for the air signs? In terms of the good things coming away, we have the Ace of Cups. So this does feel like love coming in for you. It could be self-love, but it could definitely, self-love, look at that. You have the Hermit underneath that, and underneath that you have Strength. So a lot of you guys, a big lesson is to learn how to love yourself in solitude, to understand your strength. I feel like some of you guys have been through some really challenging things, actually, either very toxic relationships, or I just sense that there is like the Strength card coming through is really empowering, in a sense that you're learning to understand that you are enough by yourself. But I do also see love coming through for you eventually, but this is the first step usually for a very healthy relationship. We do have the Five of Cups coming through here, so again, be careful that we're not spilling our own cups here. As you can see, sometimes when we get in a little bit of an emotional, what do we call it? Spiral, we can tend to make things a little bit worse for ourselves and play that sad music. Sometimes it's good if you need to be in that. Sometimes we are just distracting ourselves from the good things that are happening by focusing on everything that's gone bad in our life. So this is really about flipping the narrative, saving what you have, being grateful for it, and understanding how we can use that for our advantage to move forward, as you can see, down that path down here, rather than kind of making things a little bit worse for ourselves emotionally. But that's just for a few of you. Speak to someone. Sometimes we just need to speak to someone to let it all out. Sometimes we do need a little bit of a cry, a little bit of a woe is me time. But just remember, whilst you're sitting in that, to remember your strength. And we have this beautiful Queen of Wands, so encouragement. This is beautiful energy coming through. Expect a glow up in your looks, in how you style yourself, in terms of how you portray yourself to the world. Expect new ideas, ambitious energy. We love all of that. All right, it's good. It's very strong Sagittarius energy though for you guys, because we have Temperance here too. So you're learning how to balance, the sun and the moon. All right, anything else please for air signs? Your keyword and affirmation for the week is empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. It may help. It may help. This could even be, again, to yourself. And as I said, using those two voices to your advantage, having empathy for that part of yourself instead of hating yourself. Why do I always think like this? I know that good things can happen. Why do I always go back to this negative mindset? It's really about having empathy. You have a part of you that's still hurt. You have a part of you that's still healing. But pushing it down, shutting it down, being mean to that part of yourself is not a way to get rid of it. In fact, it makes it worse. Because if there's a sense of abandonment within you, abandoning that is only going to make that issue worse. Try to balance it with the opposite. All right, let's get you some tea leaf tarot. We have Ant coming through, work, achievement, success. So all good in that department. Things are going to be looking up for you. When it comes down to that, ants are all about hard work. All right, and strength. We have Man coming through. This could be you or somebody else, okay? Could be some significance here. This did come out with Kangaroo. Unsettled times, need to plan ahead. We have Whale, don't worry though. Great worry over nothing. We then have Rainbow. The most difficult part of the situation is over, so things are getting better. We did have this coming through with the earth signs as well, so just pay attention. We do have honor and respect will come to you with the Crown, but there might be somebody who's trying to block that. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Maybe somebody is just talking too loud. Maybe somebody just doesn't have something nice to say. Maybe somebody is up on their own, someone could be having a bit of an ego trip here just because you might be doing good. Someone could just be really trying to bring you back down. But anyway, you're not going to do that. You're not going to be brought down by somebody else. Their opinion clearly doesn't matter. Alrighty. Well, air signs, thank you so much for being here. So sorry for the little blip in the middle. If any of you understand what I'm saying. I might have to edit it a little bit if my expression was too much. But anyway, I love you guys. I wish you all the best. And I hope to see you guys next time.